Hey everybody, it's Alexia from Mystic's Path, back with another pick a card reading for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Now, this is the second time that I have done this pick a card reading, so I kind of want to briefly explain again how it works. So I will basically be uploading an image of the groups of cards, and when that image pops up, just pause the video and center yourself and pick what group of cards you feel pulled to the most. If it's more than one, that's fine. And then unpause the video. I will have the timestamps listed so you can go to exactly what card number, what group you picked, and watch that. And if you are more than welcome to watch the whole video if you would like to, but you will have the opportunity to just go straight to the group that you have chosen. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video now so you guys can pick your cards. Okay, so for my group ones, we get the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and Ogun La Flambeau. And with this, I'm sensing a lot of masculine, driven, aggressive energy, but not in a bad way, just kind of motivational energy is really what I'm feeling here. And almost that we are getting the energy of the hopes and where we are aspiring to be as the King of Pentacles, okay? And what I'm really seeing is that you may have quite a few things that you are good at, a few different trades that you are good at, that you are kind of passionate about, that really keep you moving, but you haven't really picked one, or you're trying to find one in particular that is going to bring you money and bring you abundance and bring you the lifestyle that you want to live. Now, with this, we can develop whatever craft we are most passionate about and that really pulls to our heart, but no matter what field we're in or what we choose to do, there's always a level of sacrifice and pain that is going to be connected to this. Not because it's a bad thing, but because of the fact that when we are looking at the King of Pentacles, he has sacrificed a lot to be in the position that he is in. He's made connections. He has gone out and did networking when he could have been at the beach with his friends. He's gone out and worked late nights and missed hot meals and things of that sort to get into the position that he is trying to be in. You can choose any one of the things that you are great at, or maybe there's something that you haven't even stumbled across that is your path. You can choose any one of these things, but to get to that King of Pentacles energy, to get to the point of having abundance, being successful, having more than enough money, being the person that has the resources to connect other people, living a financially successful life, you have to sacrifice. There's going to be pain. You're going to miss events. You might miss birthdays. Okay, there's things that you're going to have to give up to get to where you're exactly trying to go here. Okay, and that's not always a bad thing. Just know that there's going to be sacrifice, there's going to be pain, there's going to be frustration, there's going to be tears shed. You're going to wonder why you're doing this in the first place. You're going to lose sight of why you started in the first place. But that's when we just kind of have to backtrack and remember that there is going to be pain and sacrifice connected to success. You have to work for what it is that you want. It's not going to just be handed to you just because you have a talent or you are good at something or you're good at multiple things. Things aren't going to be just handed to you. You have to develop them. You have to work for them. You have to work your ass off for them. You can't just say, this is what I'm going to do and kind of get on an elevator and go straight to the top. You have to climb the ladder like everybody else. So there's going to be sacrifices. There's going to be pain connected to this, and I can't emphasize that enough because we're looking at the energies of success and what that looks like for you. And this is the ultimate success where you don't have to worry about, if you're going to have enough money for this or if you're going to have enough money for that. Just know that there will be some things that might get in the way. You have to realize when things are kind of coming in as distractions and trying to derail you off your path. And you have to stay focused and you have to stay motivated. If it's one thing about the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles, they're both very, very motivated. The King of Wands is more so he wants to be active and go out and do things, but what he's working towards, what his plan consists of, may be outside and outdoors. The King of Pentacles, his plan is structured throughout years. in years. It's slow moving. It's developed. It's a lot of Capricorn energy. It's we're doing this, and this to get to where we're trying to go. So we're combining the energies of passion and the energies of structure to get you to where you want to go, okay? And that is what I am really seeing for my group number ones, okay? Now, for my group number twos, we get the Two of Swords, okay? The Page of Swords, and Shango. All right, and what I'm really seeing with these card combinations, we get the Two of Swords, which is really saying that you are stagnant. You're kind of in a place where you're not really seeing what's in front of you. You may not even be sure what is in front of you entirely, because if we're looking at Alice, she's got a blindfold over her eyes and she can't see. And this is also indicating she doesn't know what step to make. What step is the right step? What choice is the right choice for her? She's unsure, and she's kind of guarding herself and kind of protecting herself within that, kind of putting out this barrier, like, don't talk to me, don't come by me, because she's in such a place of, I need to be focusing on what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. But the fact of the matter that she's focusing so hard on trying to figure it out, she's getting farther away from her answer, okay? When we're looking at the Page of Swords, this is showing a lot of contemplation, a lot of uncertainty about where she's going to step, what direction she is going to go in. She's come to a point where she's kind of like, okay, well, I'm on this path. What step am I going to take to make for you? What's my next decision? What's my next development? What is my next thing that I'm going to do? Because right now I just don't have any ideas. And then when we're looking at the Two of Swords, there may even be ideas, but you're just not sure which one will work out best, which one will bring you the most abundance, which one will bring you the most love, which one will bring you the most of what you're trying to get. And we're afraid to make the wrong decision here. But that's when we kind of really have to clear our minds and remove the illusion of what's in front of us, what we're worried about losing if we make one decision over the other, and listen to your heart about what it is that you really want. We're spending too much time thinking about what's logical and what makes sense in the logical realm. We're not really focusing on what it is that we want on the inside. What is it, the goal of where you're really trying to go? Okay, now when we get to looking at the energies of Shango, this is all about deciding what it is that you're doing, deciding what step you're going to take after you have removed the illusion of worrying about, oh, if I make this decision, this could happen, but this could also happen, and being unsure, knowing what it is that you want and start to stand firm in that, delegate that, say, this is what I want, and start working towards that, take that step. Even though it might be a step that has fear encased in it, that you kind of have to stand your ground and assert your power and say that this is what I ideally want for my life, and this is the step that feels good to me. This is the step that feels right to me. Ask for guidance if you're not sure. Ask for guidance on what step is best for you because you're trying to get to this point. Delegate the point where you're trying to go. Delegate what your end position is, what it is that you truly want. Assert it to yourself and the universe and start taking steps towards that. It's not about the mistakes that we make along the way, and that's really what is causing this illusion or this frustration or the opposite of clarity, is the fact that you're worried that you're going to make the wrong choice and it's going to set you back, and then you are like taking one step forward but getting knocked 10 steps back. And we have to kind of wipe that fear away from us, because one, we attract what we fear, just like we attract what we want. We will attract what we fear as well, because it's an emotion as well. Not every manifestation is all good and pretty and pink and tied in rainbows, okay? You can manifest out of fear as well, and we don't want to do that. We need to look at it that this is the learning experience to get to where I'm trying to go. This is the choice that feels good to me. I've centered myself, I've meditated on it, and that's how you choose your next step or what you're going to do. But you have to know what it is that you want, what it is you're working towards, what it is you're working for, and making decisions that feel good to you, that are best to you. Stop worrying about, oh, well, this is what I really feel pulled to. This is the next step that I really feel pulled to, but it doesn't make logical sense, so I'm going to do this. But I can't stop thinking about it. I can't get it out of my head. Well, then that is what you need to go towards. What's constantly intuitively coming to you. Not everything is logical and makes sense. That's why our brain is half logical and half intuitive, half creative. Okay, we have a masculine side, which is our logical side, and we have a feminine side of our brain, which is our, our intuitive side. Okay, so stop trying to get make everything so logical and make sense in this, because some of our blessings are wrapped up in things that don't even make sense, or you don't even know how that even happened. And Spirit will lead you to where you need to go. You just have to go where you feel pulled. Okay? And that is what I'm seeing for my group number 2s. Now, for my group number 3s, we get the Strength card, the Ten of Swords, and Yemaya. And this is really saying that, one, you kind of feel like you are at rock bottom. Like if one more thing goes wrong, or one more person deceives you, or if you get stabbed in the back one more time, or if one more thing falls apart, you don't know what you're going to do. You literally feel like you're at your breaking point. You're at the bottom. And then there's this level of strength that needs to come from that. The level of strength that it takes for you to be able to pull the swords out of your back and kind of stand up, that to get out of this cycle of the pain and really say, I'm done with it and I'm moving on. Okay, but there's a lot of strength and courage that is tied into that, because there's so much emotion and so much heartache and so much heartbreak that is connected with the Ten of Swords. There's so much betrayal, there's so much deceit, there's so many things that have happened up until this point. Your trust is out of, it's crazy. You couldn't even begin to think to try to trust somebody else or trust another situation or anything like that. But the thing is sometimes we have to just get up, and even though we're scared, clutch on to what you have to clutch on to and move forward, and know that at the end of the day you are going to physically be okay. But you have to be able to get up. This is no place to stay. It's no place to stay at rock bottom, in a paranoid state, feeling like everybody is out to get you, trusting no one. Okay? And really that it's time to move on and have this strength, and to know that what has happened has gotten you to a point to where you learn these lessons, so you're not as naive and you're not as gullible to fall for these things again. Okay? And that something that you are deserving of has been created out of all of this pain that you've been through, something that is for you, like your rainbow after the storm, or your pot of gold is being created, but you cannot receive it. It will not be birthed into this world. It will not be given to you to receive if you still stay in this place of loneliness and paranoia, because when you're in this state, you can't receive the blessings that are trying to come to you, because the blessing, when it presents itself, you're going to look at it as another way for you to get hurt, or see all the potential and all the pain that it can bring you, instead of the blessing out of it. And we're not really operating from a place of clarity. Again, we're operating from a place of pain and paranoia, which can cloud our judgment completely. So really knowing that everything does happen for a reason, and what happened to you may have been messed up and really bad, and you don't even know how you could begin to heal and get over it. But that is where your strength lies in. That is where we find out more about ourselves and how strong we really are, that we would have never known without this happening. Not saying that you deserved what happened, but it is coming in as a lesson. And something for you is being created here. Okay, it's being completely created out of the emotion and everything that has happened. Something for you is being created here, and it is in the creation phase. But you will never get it if you stay in this broken state that you're in. And you have to be able to come to the point where I'm done with this. I'm done sitting here. I'm done wallowing. I'm done staying in this place of pain. It's no place for me to be. And move on and start receiving the blessings that you deserve and that are waiting for you to recover, to receive these blessings. Okay? And that is what I see for my group number 3s. Now, if you guys feel that you have any questions about, your group, please feel free to contact me, as well as if you feel that you need a session specifically for you personally, please feel free to contact me. My email will be linked as always. So everybody have a great day.